Hi guys, welcome back. Well, today's video is going to be something a little bit different. I often get a lot of questions about packing, organization. Those of you that watch my second channel are familiar with like some of my packing videos and organization, what's in my bag, different things like that on just how I pack. For those of you who don't know, I love organization. I love to be organized, and I kind of have a thing with like travel bags. It's like, to me, I can never have too much. But I thought this video would be interesting because it's not just your run-of-the-mill, like what I find necessary to take with me on trips. It just might give you some ideas on how to do things. It's not necessarily a packing video. I mean, there's beauty things related. Now this can go for any kind of trip. So this isn't going to be just like a summer trip or anything like that. So of course, you know, the essentials like, you know, a good hat and sunglasses and my Kindle, things like that, I'm not going to include because this is just, you know, generic kind of trip. You know, just my necessities, really. I'll put links to every single thing I can. You know, I'll mention where I got it. I feel like my hair is looking a little crazy today. I hope I don't play with it too much. I went to sleep with it a little more wet than normal last night. So it's one of those, when I do that, like I don't fix my hair or something, I'll look in the mirror and think, oh, it looks okay. And then if I happen to do a video and I watch it back, I'm like, girl, what were you thinking? Your hair is crazy. So anyway, bear with the hair. Hopefully I'm not messing with it, and let's get on with the video. I would say one of my most favorite things, and I think I started using this last September when we went on a cruise for my birthday. Maybe one trip before that, but I definitely remember that one, and I have Emily to thank for this. I think I might have mentioned this on my second channel too. But anyway, thank you again, Emily, and I'll list her channel below. These are the travel Velcro rollers, and I don't usually use the whole set. I usually just use a couple of the larger ones. But any time you've basically complimented me on my hair, the way I've been doing my hair for the last 6 months or more is I'll put Velcro rollers just through the top to give it a little more body, and then I usually curl the bottom with the curling iron. But I love these. They're in this like really thin little plastic case. They're great for travel. You could take just a few out and go with you if you want. But what is great about these, and I will just show you, is the clips are already attached. So they're attached like this. So they just go on like that. They store really easily. They're really compact. I normally just take the whole thing with me because I don't find it takes up too much space. But like I said, you could just take out what you wanted. The Vidal Sassoon, I had to order these from Amazon. I think Emily said she got hers at Walgreens. I never could find them there, but I've seen this exact same set. I think it just has a different name. It may even be Hot Tools at Ulta. So again, I'll link whatever I can below, but these are absolutely great. I use them not even when I'm traveling, but they're great for travel. So keeping with the hair theme, I have a few of these, but these are my Vera Bradley. These are the Hot Tools cases. So basically your cord goes in the front, and then the hot tool, whether it be your curling iron or flat iron, goes in here. And you can see how big it is. And that is the reason why I love these from Vera Bradley. They are large enough to hold, you know, full-size flat irons and curling irons, especially those Hot Tool ones. They seem a little bit longer than a lot of them. So absolutely love these. Like I said, I have a couple of them. I've shown these before. Any related, like what's in my makeup bag for travel or anything like that, where I've shown things like that, I will try to remember to link below. And also on that same note, I've been asked a lot about my Vera Bradley collection. I use it solely for travel. I'm not like a nut about the prints and keep track of all that stuff, but her items are fantastic for travel and I highly recommend them. I'm going to do a collection video on that soon, so that'll give you some ideas as well, but these are absolutely necessary for travel for your Hot Tool. Next would be a lighted makeup mirror. Now, I was not going to spend the money for some of those high-end ones that are ridiculously expensive. I just could not bring myself to do that. So I found this one, and I know I've shown this for probably at least a year or so now. A lot of you know about this one. I just keep it in the original box when I'm not traveling. I found this at Target, and it is the Con Air. It says Reflect, and it is a travel mirror. So this is what the box looks like. So absolutely love this. As you can see, it's not too big. I usually take it out of the box when I travel with it, but really love this, and it was inexpensive. Okay, jewelry wise, I did a review on this. This is one of my newer purchases from Vera Bradley, but absolutely essential. This is the best jewelry organizer for travel that I have ever used. I have used so many different ones. And now that I'm getting more and more chunky pieces and I take on vacation, like something like the necklace I have on or even bigger, this holds a lot of chunky pieces. Plus, you know, your bangles, bracelets, big earrings. Absolutely love this. I don't love this pattern, but this was one on sale, and that's a good way you can get Vera Bradley, is some of the discontinued patterns. You can get them on sale and you don't pay that much. So anyway, like I said, I'll link the actual video below where I talk more about this specific, how I use it. But it's got all kind of compartments. You can see I love that this is open, so it has bigger compartments, plus smaller for earrings, has a place right here for rings, and then this gigantic place down here. I mean, I fit on our recent cruise vacation, I probably had at least 4 or 5 big statement necklaces in here and a couple big chunky bracelets. It was absolutely great. It still folds pretty flat even when you have it full. And then I always take this in my carry-on bag if I'm flying, or even carrying on the cruise ship or whatever, because I don't want my jewelry, even though we lock our suitcases, I don't want my jewelry in my suitcase in case it gets stolen. So this is great, fits in a carry-on bag nicely as well. As far as makeup brushes, this has become my favorite. I have a couple cases from Sigma, the hard cases, but I just find those crumple up my brush hairs. I love it when you take it apart and you can separate them. You know, you've probably seen what I'm talking about, those hard cup cases. I don't love them for trying to smush all your brushes back in and then put the top on those. So my friend Kristen was nice enough to get this for me because I couldn't find it anywhere when I had asked her where she got hers. And this is the Lug Brush Holder. You've probably seen a few people talk about this. I think it is more readily available now. Again, I'll link it below wherever I can find it, whether it be from the Lug website or not. But anyway, it holds a ton of brushes, what I love, and it doesn't like smush them up. So it opens like this, and it'll just sit on the vanity or whatever very nicely. It does have a few compartments you can see in there to put like smaller brushes in, but I can also fit like big kabukis in the bottom of this. Like for instance, my e.l.f. big kabuki, I just set in the bottom of it and it works perfect. Again, you can see how big it is, fits a ton of brushes, and then it keeps them nice. Like, you know, the hairs and stuff aren't getting messed up. But absolutely love this. This is like a complete necessity. Okay, I feel like I have a lot to talk about, so I hope I'm not rushing too much or talking too quickly. But the next thing would be almost like, this is another little Vera Bradley bag. This is the small cosmetic case, so you can see how small it is. This lives in my purse no matter what. No matter what purse I'm taking, whether it's, you know, my big Louis Vuitton Neverfull or a more structured bag, this lives in there all the time. Some things, you know, I take out here and there, but this is great and an absolute must-have that I take on vacation, especially if we're going out of the country, like on a cruise or just to Mexico or somewhere, because some of these things may not be easily, you know, available somewhere else. It's kind of almost like my little first aid pharmacy kind of thing all in one. It's very lightweight. So basically, I'm not going to go through every single thing, but I'm one of those like kind of like a Boy Scout, Girl Scout. I'm always prepared because I don't want there ever to be something that, oh, I wish I had that. So something I use all the time, hand sanitizer, always keep some lip balm, something I can use and my husband can use. Advil, eye drops. We have bad allergy season here. Tums, Advil cold and sinus, Tide to Go pen. You know, like when we go on a cruise, I keep motion sickness pills, Lactaid, Gas X, you know, little travel Peptos. You name it, things like that. But then also what lives in here is another one of those Band-Aid friction blocks. I'd mentioned these before. You just never know when your shoes are going to start bothering you. So these are a must-have, and that always lives in here. And like I said, then I like because this is contained for one, because I'm big on that, like having things in little packages and organized. But that way everything just lives in here, and, you know, anything I may need while I'm out, I've got it right here. So you can always invest in something else if you don't want, but I love these Vera Bradley because they're very lightweight. So love that. Okay, moving on to like bags. Again, I have an obsession with bags, travel bags. I have all kinds, all shapes and sizes. I change it up depending on what kind of trip I'm going. But two of my favorite like travel wallets that I usually take with me are this little one from Coach. I got this at the outlet. It has this attached, so it's like a little wristlet. Has a nice pocket on the outside. Doesn't take up much space in any bag, but it's big enough just to throw your essential cards in there and some cash. So really like this one. And then also I got this one, I think last year at Target. And this is a really great size because you can also fit your phone in here as well, or at least an iPhone. Again, it zips around, which I love. I'm thinking about getting like a Michael Kors or maybe Louis Vuitton or something wallet to actually have like this, because I really like the zip around. I'm not sure why. And it kind of, you know, some of those nicer ones you could even use like as a clutch going out. So again, this one just opens like this, has plenty of room, like I said, for cash, cards. I could fit my phone in there. You know, a little bit bigger than this one, but both are small, work really well. The bags, like I said, I take are different. I usually take a bag that's like foldable, whether it be my Longchamp bag or you know, just a different kind of bag that's foldable and small. I'll put in my suitcase, so that way it's kind of like a pool bag or a day bag. Like when we're on a cruise, for instance, I like having a bag with me with everything in it. Like I'll carry around our Kindles and sunglasses and all that, so I'm not constantly running back to the room. Whenever we're out somewhere and we just think, oh, we'll sit and read for a little bit, like maybe if he's cleaning our room or something like that. So I like to have different bags like that, but I also like to have like a day bag, what I call, for like when we get off the ship, or like I said, just on vacation in general, a smaller bag than my regular purse. So what I've been using the last couple of trips is this bag from Bagolini, and I actually got this at TJ Maxx. And this one is black. It has a pocket back here, and these are great because they're nylon. It has a really long strap, so you can wear it crossbody, which that's my preferred bag for like a day bag traveling, like walking around, is the crossbody. What I love about this one is the pockets on the front. This one's big enough, I always put my camera in, and then this one over here I put my phone in, or, you know, Kleenex or something, you know, that I want to get to easily. Has a nice zipper right here, and then it also has the zippered, the large zipper pocket in here. And it actually has slits for like cards and things like that. It's actually very roomy. I can fit a ton of stuff in there, you know, take sunscreen with me. You know, that little green bag I just showed can go in here. So really love this bag. If you've never checked out Bagolini, they're just great for like a good bag on vacation. Okay, and then something I just bought not too long ago. I was looking for something new to put our documents in when we travel. If you've watched my what I pack on cruise vacation, I had taken that larger clear envelope, and a lot of you had asked me about that. I just got it at Staples, I think, and I don't know how it closes. But anyway, sometimes that was a little too large to fit in my carry-on bag, or depending on what bag I was taking, I wanted something different. So I came across, this is just like a pencil case. And I think I just got this at Kroger, to be honest, because I looked all over the internet and surprisingly I couldn't find what I was looking for. So, you know, it can fit, it's a pencil case, so it does have, you know, the grommets here, it can fit in a notebook. What I love about this one, it's bright purple. Coming up blue on camera, but it's bright purple, so I can see it in a bag easily. I love this front section is mesh. So what I do is put our passports right here, and I can easily see them. I'm not freaking out constantly going, did I put the passports in? You know, my OCD, I'll check it like 5 times before I leave. So they're right there. And then this zipper compartment is great. You know, I just fold documents in half when I print it out. I always print out, you know, if we're going on a cruise, I have cruise documents, or I might have hotel confirmation. Even though I have it on my phone as well, I usually carry a hard copy. Any documents you might need, tickets, you name it, those can go in there. And then passports are up front. It's small enough that it just fits in a bag. It would fit in this bag if that's all you're taking. So really love this, and it's very lightweight. That's been one of my new favorite things. Okay, like I said before, a lot to cover. I hope this video isn't too long, but anyway, I have a lot. So another one of my favorite things I started using a couple trips back are these little fold up. You wouldn't believe this is a laundry bag, and I have it nice and folded in there. And what I do then is just take this, I'll hang it like on a hanger in the closet, you know, of a hotel or the cruise ship or wherever we're going, and we can put our dirty laundry in here, and then it's a nice nylon bag, and then we just put that back in the suitcase. So, because sometimes in hotel rooms, the bag they provide you with is just not big enough, and I like this is that it's nylon, and it's a pretty big bag. I would unfold it, but I've already put it in here. My husband and I each have one. His is a solid color, mine's this one. I mean, they're pretty big. I mean, you know, I'm not sure of the exact measurements, but I will link it below. I got mine from the Container Store. These are just a must-have. I mean, I would get one for like every member of your family. Put your dirty laundry in here. They're absolutely fantastic. Another thing I can't live without on trips are these what these are called shoe-ins. They're little bags for your shoes, because especially when we go on a cruise, that's when it's most important, I find. I have nice high heels or shoes that I'm taking. I don't want anything to happen to them in the suitcase. So again, I think I got these from the Container Store. These are just sock-like bags. You put each shoe in one and they protect them. Something more recent that I just purchased, however, this came in a set with all these colors. I just got this on Amazon. So this is a shoe bag as well. This is nylon, and both of your shoes can fit in here. So this was great. For instance, I put my tennis shoes in here. I have a pair of wedges that have a really big heel, so that fit nicely, just putting the same ones in one bag. This could also be used, put your wet swimwear or anything like that, because you can see they're pretty good size. So again, I will try to link those and find those. I like them both. I prefer these for my nicer shoes, but I like to use both, I found. Essential for me if I'm going on the airplane is definitely to have a neck pillow. My neck gets stiff. If I want to sleep on the plane, which is very hard for me to sleep on a plane, this definitely helps. This is great, I found, in long car rides too. Again, if your neck gets stiff or you find like you doze off, then your neck's not gonna hurt. So I've used this both in car trips and an airplane. I got mine, I think, at TJ Maxx. You can get them in the airport, you can get them anywhere, but this one is a really nice one. I like it, and this one's by the brand Clouds. So really like that. And last, kind of for like air travel, I guess you'd say, is I put my, what am I wanting to say? Anything, your liquids, in a clear 1-quart container. So this is from Travel Smart, and I like it because it's stiff. It's plastic, but it's stiff. You can see everything. Has a very nice sturdy zipper. Again, I got this on Amazon. I will try to link it below, but this one is a really great one. It's better than just those flimsy Ziploc bags. I've used that before. Can't stand that. This is more sturdy, so love this for carry-on for liquids. Okay, we're getting close to the end, I promise. A lot of you may be familiar with this bag. I believe this is the medium cosmetic bag from Vera Bradley, and I keep all my electronic equipment in here as far as chargers, cords, anything like that lives in here. This goes with me no matter what kind of trip we're taking. It's the perfect size, I found. What I find a necessity, and they have all kind of these now. This one came from Lowe's, so basically it is kind of like, you know, extra plug-ins. So it plugs in the back. You have 2 extra plug-ins, and they actually rotate, and then you actually have 2 USB. So this is great if both of you need to charge your phone at the same time, or you're charging your phone or a camera, plus you need an extra outlet. These are a must-have if you go on a cruise. A lot of people ask me what my must-haves are. Take an extra outlet, extension cord, or not extension cord, but you know what I'm talking about. Power strip, because they are very limited on plugins on cruise ships. So I find this helps me out a ton. Absolutely could not be without that. I have the locks for our suitcase in there. I always have a separate memory card. I also keep in here then, when we're traveling, all the separate cords to cameras, extra battery pack for my camera, things like that. So everything just always lives in here. Sometimes I will take this whole thing with me. This is another Vera Bradley case. Sometimes I just take things out of it. Depends what kind of trip we're taking. But a must-have is this tiny little umbrella. This is from Totes. I think I got this at Kohl's. So you can see it's really small. Fits in your suitcase easily. Another thing is like just a small first aid kit. Something that is a must-have we found out years ago on vacation is to take some kind of clips. This is a variety pack of clips. They now make actual chair clips to hold your towel, you know, with those cute little animals or something. You can find them in Bed Bath & Beyond. Well, we started using this before you could get those. And they're just clips. I think we got them at Walmart or something years ago. They're all different sizes. These are great for if you're in a hotel room and the curtains won't close, and if you're crazy like me, a weird thing of light's coming in, you can't sleep. So you can close the curtains more. They're great for shower curtains that don't, that are like sticking to you or something. These are awesome for clamping your towel down when you're at the pool, whether it's a cruise, because sometimes windy, or just anywhere, at a resort, anywhere, at the beach. You need some chair clips. So chair clips, shower clips, curtain clips, they work for everything. So this is a must-have, always goes with me. Like I said, there's several sizes in there. Also things I just keep in here are like Static Guard, Downy Wrinkle Release, a little mini Lysol to go. Those are a necessity if you're in tight quarters, especially on a cruise ship. Y'all know what I mean. Keeping it fresh. Okay, lastly is some bags, and I hope I've not bored you too much, but I should have probably talked about this first because this is almost my most, used thing that I find is an absolute must-have when going anywhere, whether it's a car trip, but especially if you're on an airplane or a long trip or cruise. That is packing cubes. I have tried 2 different kind now, and I can actually say I prefer one way over the other. So the ones I like are by Eagle Creek, and I like them because they are more sturdy. They have a more sturdy bottom, and they're like reinforced around the edges. They come in all kind of sizes. Like this one is a great size for like flip-flops and sandals. I'll use that for that. Same thing, they just come in different colors. These are a must-have. Again, I think I showed these in a packing video before, but these are the packing envelopes. So they actually Velcro. They have a piece of hard plastic in there that you fold your tops or pants around. You can fit so many things in here, and then they don't get wrinkled. Absolutely love this. It is a must-have for travel, especially if you're going somewhere nice that you have some nicer shirts. That way you're not spending all your time ironing or anything like that. So that's actually mine. It comes in a bigger size that I get for my husband. I have one like this size. You could just put shorts. I mean, I pretty much put everything in a category. You can have a smaller one and put swimsuits in, or bras and underwear in, or sleepwear, loungewear. It's just great because then they fit in your suitcase. I actually think it takes up less room. Now, I don't put blue jeans and thicker things like that, sweatshirts, anything like that in it, but like t-shirts, you name it, anything else I put in these. They just pack in there so nicely. They don't get wrinkled. They're not moving around. Your clothes aren't moving around. I just find them to be absolute necessities. So here's another one again. I think this is the one my husband puts his shoes in because of course they're bigger. Now let me just tell you ones to avoid in my opinion. I got these ones from eBags recently, and I do not like them at all. They're good, in a pinch, but they are so flimsy. They do not have the structure that the ones from Eagle Creek have. And I've used the ones from Eagle Creek for a couple of years now. Love them. I was just on Amazon one day and thought, oh, I'll order another set from here. No, these flop around. Because what I like to do with the one from Eagle Creek, if you want, when you're in a hotel or on a cruise, you just take the lid, fold it under, and you can just leave all your things in there so you're not physically unpacking again. I find the ones, the eBags didn't let me do that. They wanted to flop around. Every time I touched them, stuff's falling out on the floor. So don't recommend the ones from eBags, but do from Eagle Creek. Again, I will list all that below. Now that was a lot to talk about, I know. I apologize for the length and me just talk. I will put every single link I can below, any relating videos below that I've shown some of these things or done reviews on. Again, look for the Vera Bradley collection coming up because I think that'll really help you guys with just some things, that I like for travel. Her things are great for travel, whether it's big bags, small bags. So leave me your tips below, maybe some of your favorite bags or things you like to use for travel. I'm always looking for new organization. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.